Hello, my name is Sergio, part of the team number 5, and today we'll present the topic water pollution.
Hello everyone, my name is Carolina, and right now I'm going to be explaining the causes of water pollution. The first cause is global warming. The reason is that the CO2 emissions make the water get warmer than it should, and it also lowers the oxygen levels in the water, replacing them with CO2. Then we have deforestation. The reason is because this can exhaust water resources, and additionally it damages the land and soil, which makes that bacteria get into this land and they can go into the water. Then we have industry. Industry, it's a very obvious one because all of the things that are done in the process of manufacturing products and everything cause air pollution, which then ends up affecting water after it rains. Then we have water dumping. This is because this water dumping, it's just like throwing something into the water, but in the end it's going to go into the sea and it's going to get polluted. Then we have the maritime traffic, which means that there are too many boats on the ocean, and it also pollutes the environment. Then we have fuel spillages, which is, as we know, the petroleum or fuel spillages actually pollute the water and damage the ecosystems that are in there. And at last we have trash. And trash is very important because most of the trash don't actually end on landfills but on the ocean, and there are even cities that are made out of trash. So this also damages the environment and the ecosystems that are living there.
Into the effects of water pollution. We have that water pollution affects mainly bodies of water, but right now we're going to talk about 3 specific cases that are more obvious. First of all, we have the lack of potable water. This is due to the contamination with toxic wastes or radioactive wastes that make the water unable to drink. This also derives that diseases could be formed into this kind of body of waters. This is due to the factors can give so some microorganisms can live and affect us. And finally we have the destruction of biodiversity. Yeah, I know that microorganisms can live in this kind of water, but also the organisms that already live in this kind of environments could be killed or affected heavily because of the human interaction they have with our wastes.
Hi, my name is Carolina Longoria, and I'll be giving you the first solution about water pollution. This solution is treating water before it enters the waterway system is probably the most efficient way of reducing water pollution. Hitting the issue right at the source. Well, it's basically what it says. It says to treat the water before it enters the putting again, and it's better because we are reusing actually the water. Maybe not for drinking, but for other uses like the plants, etc. So the treatment we can use is physical, biological, and chemical. These are the process the companies uses to treat the water. An example is a sewage treatment allows water to travel through different sanitation chambers to reduce toxic levels of water pollutants and prevent leakage into water system. I don't know if you have seen, but now in Monterrey they want to buy something to reuse the water that use ozone and other like carbon and other things. To be sure that the water is ready to drink or ready to use, you have to have a regular maintenance on the machines that we're going to use. And the water treatment sensors are pH sensors, conductivity sensors, and oxidation reduction potential sensors, ORP. And that's the first solution. Like as I told you before, is to treat the problem from its branch, like right from the source. And it will be like a cycle, like you use the water and then you recycle it with all these treatments for being able to use again.
The second solution is plastic waste reduction. These plastics are commonly washed into the ocean and other kinds of water, and they degrade the quality of the same one, of the water. And 9 to 12 million of tons of plastics reach to every ocean. Every year, sorry, it reaches the ocean. Plastics are used in a myriad of different items used in a person's everyday life, such as clothes to various items at home. And to reduce plastic, is recommended to avoid using them whenever it's possible, and if they need to be used, make sure to recycle them. And now with my footprint, it was of 3.4 tierras. I don't know how to say it in English. And actions to reduce it: recycle more often, use as less as possible electronic devices such as the microwave and all of that kind of things that consume a lot of energy, and use ecological products. That's it.
Okay, my name is Leon and I'm gonna explain the third solution. The third solution is the stormwater management. It refers to reducing runoff from rainwater or melting snow onto roads, lawn, and other areas, and improving water quality. When rainwater is absorbed into the ground, it is filtered and eventually recharged, aquifers, or flows into streams and rivers. However, when heavy rains hit water-saturated soils, create excess moisture that flows over the surface and into storm drains the road ditches, and this water often carries sediment, chemicals, bacteria, or the soils and other pollutants into streams, rivers, lakes, or wetlands. So, with the stormwater management, how it helps? Well, in cities and built-up areas, impermeable surfaces such as sand walls and roofs prevent rainfall from penetrating naturally into the ground. Instead, water flows rapidly into storm drains, sewer systems, and gutters, and can cause flooding, erosion, turbidity. The storm water and sewer system overflows and infrastructure damage. However, through stormwater planning and green infrastructure, stormwater is captured and reused to maintaining to restore natural hydrogen. The main purpose of the stormwater management is to retain stormwater and remove pollutants. Thank you for the attention.
An ecological footprint is the impact of a person or community on the environment, expressed as the amount of land required to sustain their use of natural resources. It compares demand and supply. The smaller the ratio, the better, meaning that fewer natural resources would be enough for a person